There we go. They're running around. I mean, Joe and Zandy land signups. I mean, this does make sense why Joe and Zandy would be here. Just because that obviously they're going to take the rifts from signups and fly in, and it does make sense they would land somewhere around here. So I guess Jannisz and Vadeal should be a little bit more aware of the fact of what teams are in their south that has to rotate in. Because I mean, sign up station isn't going to rift in and land over here. They might as well go Deadside, which is this side of the map over here, if they have the rifts available. So I guess they just weren't aware enough of the teams behind them and what they were doing. So I'm gonna write that down. Not aware of the common rotates of teams behind them. I mean, he's not even looking at all. And Joe and Zandy are coordinated in 3-2-1. Oh, he's running right through them. Poor soul. The Vadeal starts hauling ass over immediately. Do you put the notes you take in a specific channel or on your DC? On your DC. I put them in just like a notepad, and then when I make the YouTube video, no, I link them. When I make the YouTube video, I include them in the YouTube video, which is actually I forgot to do it in the last YouTube video, but I'll do that after this. But I also make a Reddit post on Fortnite competitive with all the notes as well. I think I know you from YouTube. Fire. So all they're doing now is the deal is trying to get some surge back. I mean, the hammer AR is pretty shit, like in comparison to the AUG when you're going for the little like tap fire tags. The hammer's a lot better when they aren't building. You guys aren't going for these like head glitches here. Ranger's also like a pretty good weapon. Yeah, they're just missing their shots. I guess it doesn't matter because they can just they're just trading right now because of all the natural health they have. You do a commandment VOD review on your YouTube, yeah, it's up there. It's like 4 hours long. But they're trading surge right now because they have all of the shield mushrooms around here. There's like what 2 here and like 3 over here somewhere. So they can just use all the shield mushrooms to get back to full. So trade in surge because they know they have shield mushrooms or the bounty shield mushrooms to heal back up. I mean, this kind of ideally they would have gotten a lot more surge from Zandy and Joe. I'd imagine what's going to happen is that they're going to be below on surge because they didn't trade as well against Zandy and Joe or just missed their shots. And now when they're farming up, they should be kind of rotating in and getting a good spot. Greasy's so close to the tilted hill that you can easily claim like these tilted hills. Or if you have surge, then you just go left and then try to enter or try to pull wherever next zone goes. Sucks though, because if Commandment and Avery had gotten this zone here and they done their little strat that they did to base up on the mountains, it actually would have worked really well. Nice. They're trading a bit more again. Ooh. Kind of the downfall of Greasy is that there are a lot of hills around there. A lot of teams rotate through. It does make sense. People will be tagging you when you're running through. I mean, Vadeal can definitely look at this team that's running away. Zandy and Joe are literally just getting so much surge off of Jannisz and Vadeal right now. Like a wild amount. And Vadeal and Jannisz are just getting cracked non-stop. Look at all these teams. That's fucking Anas and Pink. They land Joneses. What the fuck are they doing down here? Oh yes, that's what I wanted to do. Organizes by points. And I don't think Vadeal and Jannisz have any points. I don't want to VOD review Bino as well after seeing the Kinj video. This rotate is honestly like pretty easy. Even though it looks like it's kind of scuffed and really hard to do, it's honestly really easy if you know the map. So really, you know, they probably want to enter on the left side, not on the right. Being on this little tilted hill here is bad because, you know, there's a good chance zone's going to pull far. And no matter where it pulls, you have to cross water, which is horrible. Crossing water is not fun. So they probably, if they were really good on Surge, I'd say they swing hard left and then try to enter, like, I don't know, if they could get like somewhere over here and then run up and base up here. Once they get here, they break LOS, then they have to build right here. They probably have to build here, and then they get up top somewhere on the Rave Cave. If not, then they can go here and kind of either break LOS or hit the tree and try to enter somewhere around here. But either way, it's going to be pretty scary. And just depends on what they do. But the actually to get the zone is pretty easy, because we can just like run through here, we drop down, we literally break line of sight through all of this. This is if you're white lining it. You go up, maybe you shoot this out a bit. You probably have to shoot both of these bases to see if any teams are in there. If not, cool. Now you're here. You sit, you kind of look around. Okay, what do we have here? We have no teams based up. Let's haul ass. You can haul ass to here, dip down. Once you get to the mushrooms, you're free. This covers your head, loop around this. Use the trees to break line of sight, trees, mushrooms again. And then you can, you know, stay here or slide down and try to make it like up here. Probably would be best. But let's see what they do. And they don't have grapple gloves, so they might end up doing that or a rotate close to that. They end up honestly hitting these bouncy mushrooms like 4 or 5 times. And then just refarming their materials, at least this game. I mean, they're playing right now like they're really above on Surge. So if they're below at all, which I think they definitely will be, then that's going to be why they die. They just didn't get enough Surge when they were trading against other teams. Tons of Godbrick and fucking wood here to refarm. Literally so much, don't even need to worry about it. 24 below. A fair amount of people need to go down. Issue with their rotate right now is that, first off, that fight screwed them so badly. They had to refarm and greasy for a while, and they're not even near zone. And by the time they get in, all these teams are already established and based up. They're gonna have to burn so much materials, because obviously, if you're a team in the circle, you want to look back at the teams that aren't in and spray them, because there may be a free elimination. If you knock one like somewhere on the edge, then you can go and get it, harpoon. Grapple it, whatever. Either way, it is a free elimination to spray people in the storm. So that's what you're looking for is to hold the teams that aren't in yet. Taking the tree now would be suicide, because you just glide in the air and get annihilated. So that's not the play. The play would probably be just to base up on edge, like right here. Or they could do like right here. But just try to get on edge. I guess if you are already in this position, then you might as well look back a bit for Surge. But no, Vadeal getting cracked is not good. They aren't, yeah. The play is definitely not to go over like they did right now. Like right now they're going over the mountain. The higher you go in elevation before you get in, the more teams can see you. They already have 2 teams looking at you, 3 if you count this guy. Even 4 if you count Reality Falls. They aren't really. The 2 teams in are looking at them. So no matter which way they go right now, they're going to be held. But if they had just looped left, went underneath, and entered over here, they would have been fine or cracked a bit, but pretty much fine. But then they go right? What the fuck? Holy shit, I didn't even think right was in the fucking, like, option out here. I guess it, like, it does make sense in terms of breaking line of sight, but they're gonna be so shambles for the next zone. It doesn't. They're missing their shots too. There you go. Now you trade with Kylie and Fast Strokey and you're able to get in a bit more. They're in, but they're shambles because of it. And they're lucky. They're lucky next zone pulls fucking close like this. I've been in games where, like, you're the team over here and it pulls the fucking Narnia. But they're lucky. Zone pulls close. Honestly, there's no reason. Like, they are shambles, so there is no reason yet for them to go down. If they had done what they did, or what I suggest, they would have been here, which is honestly a way worse position than over here. But I feel like there's a way higher chance the zone pulls anywhere else than this small area. They just got lucky. So I wonder to see, I think this is a knock here they get. So they knock somebody, and they probably key it. Rotate in. Vadeal gets knocked. Instantly drops the metal. Good play. Where's C9? C9's not in this anymore. Yo, Vax, thank you so much for the follow, brother. So Vadeal gets knocked and immediately drops his hard materials for Jannisz. It's a good play. Actually, is there anyone in C9 on an EU? I honestly don't think there's one pro in C9 on EU. Definitely not in this. Yeah, wow, no C9s. I don't think there's like, I think pretty sure C9 is like just an NA in Fortnite. They don't even care about their Fortnite, to be honest. 32 below. Not looking good in Surge. Probably you're going to have to find a team to fight. And then that's why they go down, probably. Didn't even know they still had a Fortnite. Yeah, I think Avery, honestly, Avery might be the last one. This is a good push. Bad coordination here. This video could already have been in this fight if Jannisz didn't shoot the wall down. Did he miss that shot? Can't be doing that. Oh, Vadeal's dead. Now, obviously, I know Vadeal does die. Usually, if you want to take a fight like this, you don't want to be the team that's on the edge. Like, obviously, you know you're going to get held by people. So if you want to take a fight where the rest of the lobby can see you, you want to go from an angle where they can't. So ideally, Vadeal and Jannisz would have swinged more to the right and then have started pressuring like this. I guess they don't know that no one's in this box. So I guess that would kind of make sense. Maybe instead of going from either way, they just go dead from the middle like this. I think they probably would have knocked one of them if Jannisz didn't shoot that wall. Because that time in looked really nice. It would have been Jannisz and Vadeal pulling up on Vico and Jackson. And then Bevy, who's fucking one shot and somewhere near them, right here, would fucking pull up as well. And it's just a good combination of everyone pulling up and fighting here. But yeah, I'd say the downfall of game one was Vadeal and Jannisz not being aware of where nearby teams should be. That's kind of like because they weren't aware of the location of Synapse. Obviously Synapse is going to rift in. Any good Synapse team is going to rift in and go Deadside, which was towards Greasy. So you should have been like, okay, we got to be careful of Synapse right now. So maybe just when you're jumping around mining up, you just watch a little bit more. All right, let's hop into game 2. Basically with Greasy, a lot of teams, like at least in that zone, a lot of teams were trying to run to Deadside and rotate through. In this zone, I mean, you're not going to get that many teams. You're going to get the Grapple Glove team and the team that lands Fungi Farm. They're both going to run in and rotate through. But that's really it in terms of teams they can tag. Let me go turn on my fan. I'll display though. Guess we can, I mean, this rotate, they are pretty close, so they could technically not rotate right away and still be fine. The downside is that you probably want to get in, like I could see them get in like here, or they could even claim billboard depending on what this Rocky team does, but here could even go deeper and get here, maybe get on top of Kami gas station or sit on edge. But the issue with sitting on edge is that if you rotate in late, then who are you going to hold? Because you're like one of the last few teams to actually get in. But if you rotate in early and sit on edge, like if you rotated early and sat here, you could tag so many teams. But rotating in late and sitting edge is kind of pointless. Unless you want to fight people there, or you're being held. Simple rotate, right and right. Definitely going Deadside, which is good. Building up, probably gonna look for some surge up here. This would be a really good position if they got in early and they weren't late. But now the only team they can get their surge on is Chico and Trulex, really. Or they have to look for other teams. These guys are fighting, but I don't think they can hear or see that. The team rotating in behind Logjam Lotus, but they also can't see that. They are split, which is good to cover more ground. I mean, you shouldn't get pushed like this. Let's include that. Commandment Avery did it too. Game 2. Rotate in Deadside. Based up on edge. 2 separate locations to cover more ground. Now their options are to rotate now and get in, or rotate late and then get in. Now there's pros and cons. First off, if you rotate now and you get in, there's a chance you're going to be held by the teams that are already in zone right now, that got zone and are established. 2, you can get shot by the teams around you when you're rotating. But if you get in and it's free, you might be able to get a really deep position in zone, which is very good for the next zone. Now, if you really need surge and you're really below on surge, rotating in early isn't that bad either. All you would really do is you'd rotate in, and then if you see a god brick or any kind of wood, trees, or whatever, you would base up on it, get like tag people, sit, heal, do whatever you gotta do, and keep going through. So you would end up making like 3 bases, so like 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4, and then you're in. So sure, you burn some materials, blocking shots and stuff, but you can tag all the teams when you're rotating in as well. Then going late is you'll 100% get surge because all these teams are on the edge and they have to rotate before you. So you sit here, you tag them up, and then you move. And ideally, when you move, all the people behind you move as well. So the Rocky Reels team here will probably start moving at the same time, and everyone's kind of rotating in together, and you're not the one in the front, so you're not leading the charge, so you won't get held. So that's really nice. Now, let's say that when they were about to make this rotate, the billboard team doesn't actually move and they tag them. So you can do what Commandment and Avery did, which is that they sat in Storm a bit longer and waited until Storm was directly on Billboard's ass, and then that forced them to go, and then they rotate. So sure, you tank some Storm, but at least you can actually get a bit more surge. So he gets all these tags on QB and whoever that other guy is. Annie. So I'll be surprised if they're not above on surge. Oh, 180 above. Nice. Jeez, Tim, if you're still here, you're gonna be a fucking Fortnite pro after this. All these VOD reviews that you're listening to. Do I have to VOD review? Maybe I'll VOD review some league games for you. So look at the rotate. As soon as they're rotating, Billboard, which was in front of them, is rotating as well. They could hug them and literally follow right behind them. They're swinging right to go more dead side. I really like how Jannisz and Vadeal always prioritize dead side. Do J and V always prioritize rotating dead side. Maybe if this was no build I'd be pro. I'd never go pro in this garbage mode. I mean, I played some no build last night. Like, actually, I was like trying to sweat in it, and it was actually a lot of fun. Like, I actually had a lot of fun playing it. They get in for free. They base up. I would have run in a bit more. I mean, you might as well get on this hill. There's no point just to go on edge, especially when you know that you rotated from dead side. I mean, sitting on edge and you're like this yellow team over here is a good play because you're kind of still on the the cusp of hot side, and you can hold all the teams that have to get in, like these two teams and even this team. Well, not really this team, just these two. But sitting here, you can only hold the teams that are coming that are also rotating dead side. So ends up there is one team, but I would just get in a bit more and get here. You can still hold this team, and you can still have a better angle on the teams over here and have the option of tag other people in the rest of the lobby. But you're kind of just forced to look back right now, which ends up working because this team cuts back. Far above, zone pulls. So if they were here, this would be a pretty easy rotate because you would just build, break line of sight, hug the mountain, and get in or go up and over. Wait here for them to go in, and then you follow, or you swing right and keep swinging right, and maybe try to base up. Like, if you could get here, that'd be really good, but base up on like one of these higher spots around here. Or they could swing. I mean, they could. I wouldn't swing hard right, but they could if they mess with the time and they wait for the teams that are here to go, and then they swing hard right. That could work as well. But they don't really need surge. I guess 264 above, they probably still do need surge, especially in like this type of lobby. Fuck, I just spilled coffee on myself. Gold 2-shot and a gold striker. Oh my god. Must be nice. Alright, they start rotating. People have already built for them, they're good. I think you're asking to get pulled up on if you base up like this. A lot of kids back there are shambles. I would have just kept going. I mean, basing up when you are rotating in, everyone that's back here is pretty shambles, and they're gonna be looking for a refresh. So if you base up here, sure, you can hold them and maybe fight them if you can end them quickly, but it's still pretty grief because now the timing is, you know, when they could be like right on the top of this hill and sliding down right now with everyone else. By the time they get in, they're going to be having to force in with already established teams. So I think taking J and V take too long to rotate. They look back to tag other teams, and that makes it harder to get a good position in zone. I don't like saying Jannisz and Vadeal. I think I'll switch to Vadeal and Jannisz. Sound just flows better right now. So did they get a kill? No, someone else got a kill and they got the loot. I think I saw some grapple gloves there, and we have some type of bug. Now look, they're right on the edge, and every single team, pretty much other than them, is in, and they're all waiting for kids on the edge, which is exactly what Vadeal and Jannisz. And once they build, you just let everyone in the lobby know that you're still in Storm, and you're gonna get tagged as shit, like they did. This is cut into their heals. Basically going to have no heals for this end game. I like to think that all of this was just because of the really bad positioning and the really bad kind of rotate that their attention when they were rotating. Because if they didn't stop, then they would have entered with everyone else, and then they could have been the team that sat back and held. This wouldn't be that bad of a push. Oh, you just hear them getting hit by Surge. Yeah, shoot them up a bit. Keep shooting. They end up dying, and two teams push it. So I don't think they have to push this right now. I think they should just be happy with the one body they got. So let in a team die to Surge so you can get the loot. That's good. I thought they were gonna like super push that team. So I definitely wouldn't rotate up until Trulix and Chico probably hug the mountain and swing in like that. We got a really bad replay lag here. Yeah, so that's what they're going to do. Hug the mountain. There's a lot of God Brick back there. Must have metal. Yeah. The smart play by Vadeal. Vadeal drops his metal and then runs back to pick the rest from the dead body. That way Jannisz doesn't have to run all the way back. He's like, okay, there's 180 left, blah blah blah. Deal's back here, hunted for the metal. Someone's getting hit behind them. Are they in? Oh, they are. Simple rotate, I'm pretty sure. Just because they had the metal there from the body to rotate in. They are in a pretty poor position for next zone, especially if it pulls far. So that's going to be scary if it does that. Pulls to their right. Ooh, big yawn. Alrighty, let's check out the rotate. So they're obviously going to have to go left, or they just go straight up. I think the play would be to go up 2 probably right now, and just build in like wood or maybe a bit of brick. And you just sit right here. This just gives you a little better vantage point to actually look around at the teams. And then you wait for Trulix and Chico to rotate, and then you rotate. If they're not moving, then that means they're going to rotate late. So maybe then you run and you build, just kind of like you stay under them. You have to build your back off. Once you get over this hill here, it's pretty free. You can slide down and base up like here if you want. You can sit on edge and base up. You can ramp Festroki and Kylie and kind of take like, you can even crank up a little bit higher and take height. I mean, not really, because these guys are up on height, but you don't know where moving goes. But either way, once you get to this hill, it's pretty free. You can sit edge or go deeper because you can just slide. So they're going to run. I I wouldn't pop the big right now. You're gonna get tagged a lot more unless you're planning to full build this rotate. But I guess maybe you pop the big so you don't die. Like if you get tagged in this. They wait for Trulix and Chico to go. Fry Jackson. Burn a lot of materials. They can take this fight if they want. That's something, I don't know if this is on purpose, but Jannisz builds into a far half, so half in, half out, and Vadeal looks to beam the teams that could hold them. So Jackson could absolutely fucking fried their shit, but Vadeal just like fried him on the way back. Vadeal starts going a little aggressive, all good. See where moving goes. Straight across, definitely a little scary. See what Jannisz is looking at right now. Okay, so he sees Vestroki and Kylie there. This pulls like this, so it's gonna go down through Sanctuary, which is easy. Anything that goes through a POI like this, and it's not like Bugle or something, is a pretty easy rotate, because you just gotta get to the buildings and then refarm. Then that's pretty easy, probably up until, I mean, these are old builds, you can even use those as well. And then you have to go up a bit, and then you have to go, and then you're in. But you probably want to be somewhere elevated, so I can't, that's not even in. So yeah, this is the zone. You just have to get to the POI. So we go back over. Jesus Christ, why my sense so low? You could just sprint this. I mean, it really depends on where Vestroki and Kylie are, but they could easily sprint this right now and probably cut right through here, jump. Maybe they box up here and they wait and hold a few people, or just box up like right here on the edge, slide down the mountain, slide, and then once they get to here again, they're pretty much in. So they tarp out a bit to reposition. Cool. Oh, and because Vadeal was getting cracked. I think this kind of fucks their plan up really bad here, because Vadeal is forced to heal when they should be rotating. So try to avoid engagements when you have, let's say, 10 seconds until zone starts moving. Yeah, definitely give them the shield fish. And this is a good time to leave, because all the grapple teams, you can hear them, they're all rotating now. So if you run with them, ideally you won't be tagged, because everyone else is also rotated. It's a good rotate, finds a good layer. You'll get back up here. Now they're below though, so they have to really have, they're low on mats too. You gotta find something. It's an old builds, the tank. Nice, good play. They don't even take any surge or any storm damage because of that. Somehow get into Vico's box. You don't actually see it. 130 above, grapple gloves. Deal takes over. Zone pulls to their right. Jackson literally gives them a fucking freebie. They should grab the grapple glove and then just grapple glove in. Yeah, perfect. Oh. Wow, Vadeal with a fucking 180 bomb on Kami. Right side is Deadside, so it's good positioning by them to rotate in. They get Kami. Hammy, what the fuck you want to call him. Sticking front side low on Deadside. No one's even near them. They're chilling. Vadeal's blocking off their back. Good play. Ooh, and Vadeal kind of Vadeal hyper focuses on a team, on a player in backside, while Jannisz tarps ahead, causing him to get keyed. I think you shoot like 3 to 4 bullets at fast stroke, or maybe even you don't even shoot bullets at him, because if Jannisz is just chugging forward, then you want to be with Jannisz. So now you guys are going to play low ground, and I don't know if that was the intended play or not. Vadeal somehow makes it out of that. Vortexers and Bevy. Definitely want to look at that. Want to be careful pushing over like this. It is scary to push like a knocked body, because you should be assuming, okay, what is this knocked body communicating? He's telling his alive teammate, hey, there's a duo on low ground, be careful, either don't push them or whatever. And Vadeal gets caught. And let's see what happens to Vadeal, why he goes down. Probably just rotated too late. Like if he came with Jannisz, he would have been fine. But I think he just wasn't with Jannisz. They ran over. So if he was on Jannisz, oh, this killed him. Farming these materials killed him. Yeah. So Vadeal isn't sticking with Jannisz on low ground, causing them to get split up. I'd say honestly that was pretty much the downfall as well, because Vadeal split up twice so far in this end game and got punished for it. A little bit of a psycho play to Grappler on the team there, on low ground, but that's fine. Downfall. Vadeal splitting up from Jannisz too many times in endgame. Alright, game 3. Alright, I'll be back with the recording, the start of game 3. Alrighty, we're back. Vadeal lands early and gets a free knocked out of the air because of it. You won't be able to get that kill, unfortunately. Wow. But that's really good early surge by them. Really good. So Vadeal lands, recognizes that he can land on an AR and tag kids out of the air. If you can ever do this, fucking do it, because it makes rotating so much easier when you know you're already sitting on like 150 tags. So this is just like in combination with everything else. They're going to tag the team that comes to grapple gloves. If they pull zone, they're going to sit greasy for a bit and trade surge with any teams by using these mushrooms. And then they're going to rotate as well. They can, you know, stay late because of the fact they have these mushrooms here. And they already have surge. The zone's pretty good. I don't think there's much point to stay on edge. They got 2 teams they can hold. They know this team is really low and they have to res, so this is going to really mess with this team's timing. So this team's probably going to be shambles, honestly, all of the game, unless they have like really good loot over here, which I don't know. But they're probably going to be pretty shambles for most of this game over here. And then they know that this team is going to rotate in, but they can just rotate down through this as well, so it really just depends. Let's speed up a bit to where they actually start to rotate. Might have gone too far. Nope, they're just still standing greasy, exchanging tags, using the mushrooms. Extra shields. I don't know if I'd get Jannisz to carry that many chugs. Maybe drop the keg and give the kegs to Jannisz. Not having minis is pretty scary, to be honest. Okay, there you go. Triple guns is interesting. I mean, maybe he's just doing that because he has a gold SMG. But that's fine. Give a lot of splashes. And then rotate in Deadside again. Rotate in Deadside again. They can do that because of the early surge from Vadeal. So they can go hard Deadside if they want. I can literally swing all the way down here because they don't need to worry about getting their tags right now because they already got their tags from them earlier. The QB and Annie actually showed up at a pretty good time. I wonder what their loot is like. Because if they're pretty shambles on loot, then this could be potentially a free key. Oh wow, they are actually pretty good on loot. Wow, that must be a really good spot over here to get to be knocked into the air and hit for 48 white, and then still rotate on time. Either everything's really close, or there's actually like a lot of loot over there. Just trading surge, not much happening here. It's unfortunate this didn't happen in Greasy, but I mean QB and Annie, that's really their only option, or the key to sign up solo. But goodbye them when Annie's rotating, QB's looking, and now probably Annie should probably look back at some point. No, maybe QB does, I don't know. Zone pulls, fucking whore. Wow, this is a horrible game to win. How the fuck do they win this game with this zone pull? I was expecting zone to pull like here somewhere. This is scuffed because now it went from, you know, Deadside being where you are, so this being Deadside over here, to completely flipped, and now you're on hot side. So if you want to get to Deadside, you have to like hard swing left or right. I mean, left would be the best way, but you're gonna get tagged so much. So they're probably just going to have to white line it and get in. Or you swing left, which I guess is working. Okay, swing left. Honestly, I'll retract what I say, because swing left is the play. They get in a better position, and all these teams that were here are just going to rotate. Now, if any of these teams stayed here and was going to hold them, that would have been a problem, but a good play. Even when zone pulls to Narnia, they still always rotate that side. Obviously, this helps that they're above on surge, or they should be above on surge from trade-in. We'll see in a second, actually, if they are or aren't. But not even really above. These lobbies were disgusting for how much surge you needed. You get some tags on the teams that have to rotate in around you. Makes sense, makes sense. They get a knock here. Like, these guys are just gonna hold everybody. Oh, there's so much fighting over there. See, what Commandment and Avery would have done here is that if, like, Merlin, what is it, Merlin? I don't know this guy's name. And Nebs, if they were looking at them, then they would have just fucking had waited. Then rotate in. So Nebs keys them. Probably just, they were just cracked, which makes sense. Throw keg down. Fucking wow. Merlin gets pissed on. And that's it. Good shot by Vadeal to hit that. Now, armored walls, this should be the play now. Let's watch it from Jannisz' point of view. So I think Jannisz made a really good play that I think a lot of people wouldn't have done. But we'll see it in a second. See if I'm capping or not. So they fucking key him. Vadeal's getting tagged up, and he cancels his big. Yeah, he cancels his big to go help Vadeal. If he didn't cancel his big and cancel his healing, it wouldn't have looked good. He would have showed up late to this fight and wouldn't have been able to clean it up and actually save Vadeal. They probably would have ended up going, Vadeal might go down, Nebs and Marine maybe, I think that might be his name, would still be up, and then that's it. So very good play on Jannisz, by not finishing his big, or by prioritizing helping Vadeal over pop in heals. So I feel like it's a lot better to have a 2v1 with one, or like to assist your teammate in a 1v2 and clean them up than it is to 1v2 when they're full health. Jannisz would have to pull off a fucking godly play if he was going to win that by coming in late. Now they're 230 above. Zone pulls even farther, which is amazing. We love the far zone pulls. You can't leave early unless you're close, like one of these teams are. So your best bet is to rotate with the whole pack. So when everyone else is rotating in, you go in. Jeez, whoever this yellow team is, they're fighting for their life back here. Or ZR. I don't know if I would focus this, even though it might be free eliminations. I'd probably would just start trucking in. A lot of stuff to break line of sight of here, so it's a pretty free rotate because a lot of people have already built in. So if you just run, like in that zone, they could white line instead of swinging left to right because a lot of teams have already made this rotate in, or we're getting tagged up early on or whatever. So it's a free rotate because they can break line of sight. Free rotate by white lining and using old builds. Now they're in, they're on edge, they're on hot side, so if zone does pull far again, it's gonna be pretty scuffed, especially that they're on edge of hot side. Zone does pull far. It's honestly not that bad because once they get to Coney, they're pretty good. So they actually just have to get probably, I guess this house could look like it's occupied. But if they can just cut through all of this, I mean, you're pretty much safe. You use all these builds, and then once you're here, you're basically in. You just slide down and you just try to get as deep as you can in. Again, like here would be pretty nice. Or sitting on edge and praying to God that you pull. So they start pushing. How much time do they have? Full minute. So this is good to start keying the edge. They got plenty of time. They can find a refresh beforehand. Good timing to key edge before zone starts closing. If you are going to fight on edge and you have a far rotate, you want to do it as early as possible. Vadeal definitely went a little bit too aggressive there, and Jannisz and Vadeal didn't even fucking follow him up. Now you guys should be like, alright, fade on whatever the fuck's going on in front of us. Let's focus on rotating. It's 30 seconds until zone starts closing, and everyone's pretty much established in now. They can't just white line and run through everything. I don't think I would swing left. I think I would have went right, yeah, like Jannisz did. Pretty much exactly the rotate I said so far. They're just being a lot more cautious than I described just because they don't know where people are. Obviously we do. Jannisz opts to swing more to the right. I think he's just doing that to maybe find himself to be in a better position for surge. 52 above. Looking kind of scary. Makes sense. You want to be elevated, so he's burning materials to get up like this. And they're in. So cool. So when rotating in, he knows, or Jannisz knows that they will need surge, so he positions them on an elevated position. So also, I want to go into game 2 and make a note. Grapple gloves at they had grapple gloves but only at, I think it was only at move-in zones. Just a little note, because I'm curious how many times they do get grapple gloves. Which the only times they would get it is if they killed somebody. $112 above. This is a good play. They don't, even though they're 112 above, only like 2 people need to die. So they don't actually start peeking until they actually start hearing people fighting. So if you ever hear any fighting around you, you always want to look at it. Because it could be a free elimination, free loot. If you can get it, you know, you name it, it's free. So when you hear, or above on Surge and a few teams. And a few teams need to die. Don't peek. Unless the team is fighting near you. Alright. They pull half. God bless. Looking good so far. Mats are really bad. 36 and 51 builds. They definitely will need a refresh fairly soon, and they actually don't get it for a while, which surprises me. So maybe they find loot along the way. But they get half, so they don't need to burn any of their materials at all, which is really good. I mean, their AR ammo is really good, especially on Vadeal. I would probably, yeah, okay, I was going to say, I would probably open up and do a wide edit here to look at other teams that have to rotate in, like they did, so that's a good thing to remember. If you pull half, do a wide edit, and hold all the teams that have to rotate in. And then now they're going to be fucking golden for Surge. They're literally holding everybody. Oh, little crazy play by, who's that, Queasy? Fucking psycho. So they're saving their splashes until Jannisz gets tagged up a bit. Probably just so to give fucking, to make the splashes really count. Even though they don't get, they probably won't get any kills from spraying these guys. Well, first off, they don't know that. But assuming that they're all full, you can still make them shambles. I mean, Flames and Pablo are probably going to die here just because of them spraying, and that's just less people alive, which is perfect for you. They rotate early when they first move in, so rotate early on first move in. They have Surge. Okay, they don't have Surge. But being in front side is pretty fine. They're going right now. Find ref's guard. We don't get to see it because we love replay mode. Now they're really above. The thing about getting refreshes on the backside of zone is that everyone that is there should be shambles. Like, that should be where all the shambles fucking kids are. So you don't actually get that big of a refresh. Like, that would be like a half refresh or something like that. Like, if you only get siphon builds from the guy, you know, obviously it still is a lot. But it would be even more if it was like last move in or something. And that would be like way more important. But right now, getting like siphon mats isn't the best. Like, it's all right. You'd rather want to find a refresh on a team that has materials. But if you really need it, then it makes sense to go for the backside shambles team, because it is, I mean, if you kill like 4 kids in the backside of zone and they're all have siphon mats, then you're good. But now, like, that, they're kind of playing like, it's like they're playing like paycheck to paycheck. And ideally, you know, if you have a job or whatever, you want to make money, pay your bills, and then still have money left over. So they want to find that refresh that lets them fucking tarp in and not have to worry for each like half movement. How much mats do they get from there? Fair amount. Okay. Gives all the hard to Jannisz. Now he's just gonna work off of wood. Zone pulls fire again. They're building. Close your back, you psycho. There you go. Vadeal gives all hard materials to Jannisz and constantly gives him more wood. Vadeal doesn't need that much mats to work off because he is the fragger. He doesn't need to worry too heavily about, you know, tarping and moving forward. He just needs to use their tarp to find that refresh. He's not going to be, you know, fucking triple editing and building like shit ton to find the refresh. He should be just, you know, using their edits to find it. So it does make sense why he doesn't need to have 300 wood. He's fine with 150 and can give the rest to Jannisz. So they're staying ahead, looking back. And they recognize that there's a solo below them, and that's a good refresh. So great awareness to recognize a wooden box below them, and to pinch it together. So I'm guessing Vadeal probably made that comm. Like, yo, wait, there's literally a guy right below us, the top in his box. So if you are playing like this in endgame, you have to like not be afraid of fighting kids and hopping into boxes and stuff, even if you don't know if it's going to be a duo or a solo. Especially in this meta with the, you know, the SMGs being so strong. If you just hop in, hit them for like 120, 130, then you switch to the SMG, unless they hit a bailout, like you're good. Good use of the armored walls. Something I've definitely noticed, even from the Commandment and Avery VOD view, is that these guys are being very, very proactive with their armored walls. They know that they're going to be on wood, so they place a stair there, and then they armor wall that stair, and that is just to deter any, you know, fucking 1 health, you know, 1 HP kids from pickaxing in the back of their box. They still could because of the side walls, but still, it's still like a good play. So being proactive with armored walls rather than reactive. These armored walls are fucking horrible to place. Like, they're actually so bad when you're getting sprayed. Like, they're gonna go on the roof, the floor, the fucking wall, or basically anywhere where you want them to go. Now they're really low, so they need to make a play together. Get Voniak. Zone pulls back. A lot of whites. Gets dropped, unfortunately. No mats. He knows that when Jannisz dies, he's gonna get siphon mats, so it'd be pretty good if Jannisz died pretty soon, I'd say. But he's just gonna sit in storm and tank, probably. It's a good play. I think right now all he's trying to do is farm as many placements as possible. That's why he has all these whites in storm. He's not actually kind of playing to win. So realizing or making a solo play in storm to farm as many placement points as possible, especially in end games like this. Like, this is a good play because first off, he's a fuck ton of heals, and each placement point or each like placement in the end game is so crucial. So even if you clutch up like third, or if you get second from this, like, huge play. But I mean, it's still, I mean, he gets the siphon mats, so he's basically making a play to get as much placement points as possible, and he's waiting for Jannisz to die, because when Jannisz goes down, he drops siphon mats, and now Vadeal has triple, quadruple his mats, and he still has 11 splashes to get in with. Four splashes right here. He doesn't see it. Or Vadeal does, or Jannisz probably sees that and calms it. Ooh, that was a little bit of a whiff. So Vadeal clutches this one. See, 8 builds, a lot of chugs. Zone pulls to the right. It goes up something. Right? So I think it's right here. It's going to pull and go up. Pretty scary. 1v1v1. And DKS is so low. Solo and so low. It's gonna be a pretty easy win. But Vadeal's playing like he doesn't know how much mats he has. Goes for a jump in. The thing about this situation is that you really have two options. When you're solo and it's a 1v1 like this, you can play it really slow and kind of wait for the angles and stuff. That's good if you have a lot of materials to work from and you think that you have more materials than them. In this case, I mean, Vadeal knows that DKS just had a giant fucking fight on low ground, and it doesn't really make any sense how DKS wouldn't have more than 7 builds. He'd have like 3 siphon mats from his teammates and the 2 guys he killed. So he has way more materials than Vadeal, and if Vadeal drags this out, he knows that DKS is going to win it just because he does have more materials. Now, obviously, DKS is really low, which Vadeal doesn't know that, but he does 100% know that DKS should have a lot of materials. So it makes sense for Vadeal to go for the hyper-aggressive play. He was trying to hop in there and phase down and kill him, because if he drags out the fight, he probably won't win. So he sees him popping minis. That kind of gives Vadeal the idea, okay, he's pretty shambles. DK starts cranking up. Exactly, he knows he has way more materials. And he misses that shot, which could have been scary, but DKS was so low, so it was an easy win. So they won it, so there's no downfall. To go to game 4. Alright, YouTubers, I'll be back in a sec. Fuck. They do always rotate fucking Deadside, which is like complete. Like, now that I have fucking you boys in here, here's a crazy controversial fucking opinion, but Commandment and Avery played so bad to win. They played so, like they were literally blowing Surge 10 out of the 12 games. Like, the issue with Brave games, the same issue that Sweaty Sands had, is that like, who the fuck is going to rotate around you? Like, you're here, you have AV and Golden, which land over here, and none of the North teams are going to run into Sweaty to rotate, or run into Rave Cave to rotate in. Like, when Cora was up here, why? Like, you'd never go towards Sweaty Sands ever. You would just go on this, if you remember the fucking beach here and then run in. So it's just a horrible spot. It's like, they sat like on these 3 mountains for like half of their games day 1, and it was so bad. Like, there's like no reason to do that at all. But Commandment did so many, like, Commandment was popping off. His solo clutches were insane. So he just played really well solos, and they had just had the typical grapple play where it was grapple to front side, fucking base up, wait, grapple, rinse and repeat. So, I mean, I'm not gonna say they abuse, like, I guess they did abuse grapples, but I mean, that's meta. I wonder why they key this now. How do they know this is happening? Probably visual audio, because that shit's busted. Maybe just because there's builds here. I mean, Vadeal probably... Yeah, okay, Vadeal can see it now. But yeah, this makes sense to run over to fucking tag up all these kids over here. Yo, thank you for the follow, Caster Lash. I'm sorry for fucking ghosting that. This is free. I mean, they can sit here, they can tank storm even if they want, and just get as many tags as possible on these guys. I'm surprised they don't sit and get more tags, to be honest. Because they could get all their Surge here and then just rotate in Deadside like they've been doing. Easy rotate on the Deadside. There's literally no one anywhere near them. Shoot up a bit with them. Ooh. I mean, it feels like every time they go to trade Surge with somebody, they are kind of like aware of where around them they can get the heals back up without actually going into like their heals that they got from their rotates. So they spend the time to sit here and, you know, fucking farm the noms and fish up the shit just so they can heal back up from that without actually going into their fucking heals. Oh, they have a keg popped. You're not gonna win that. But they can still exchange Surge, so that's good. I like this though. I'm happy we're seeing this rather than actually seeing some Deadside play. Downside with Deadside is that obviously way less people around you. You don't really have that many options for Surge. I mean, they're literally fucking Like, they're basically in a battle lab right now, other than this one team over here. Like, there's no one here at all. I mean, I wonder if they know that. I mean, right now they're just focused in search, but is there any bases over here? Oh yeah, there is a fair amount of shit. But I mean, you don't see any bases here. Maybe one of them, like, if they weren't focused in Surge, maybe just start shooting out some of these builds and see if anyone's here. Because if no one's here, then you can get in, like, a good spot. But maybe they're just waiting for zone to close so they can figure out where they have to go next before they commit to somewhere. But yeah, their really only option is to trade with Rezon and whoever Rezon plays with. What, Noah Rayleigh, I think? Holy sh... Okay, well, they're so far above, it makes sense. But they're going fucking hard Deadside. Hard Deadside. They have the Surge. Go Deadside. Like, this is like... They're playing like... I don't know. They're... Yeah. I mean, they're above on Surge, so it makes sense. They don't need to be worried about all of this over here. Yeah, you guys literally are on a battle lab right now. Don't need to worry about shit. Oh my god, fireworks. It's summer. Now it gets a little scary, and they're literally just literally just traded with the Rezon. If Rezon and fucking Noah Rayleigh weren't here, they were fucked. Because they literally have to travel like a century to find fucking anybody. They'd have to either go all the way over here to Voniak and whoever this is, or like, I don't know. There's like no one on this side of the map. And I mean, Noah Rayleigh and Rezon can hold this, but this rotates fucking, I don't even need to explain it. They can pretty much go wherever they want. They can go here, they can go deeper in if they want. Just because there's literally no one here. I like how they aren't using the heals they have. Like I mentioned earlier, they're waiting, they're saving it in case they find anything else on the way in. So they're really fucking good at, I think I saw this in the Kinch video, where they went over all the stats, but they're really good at saving their materials, farming up, rotating without burning their materials, and saving their heals. Like, they have really good heals when they go into endgame, and that's because I think they just know where everything is. So wait. Yeah, Vadeal and Jannisz sounds a lot better in my mind than Jannisz and Vadeal. I don't know why. But I mean, to be pretty much cap right now is pretty fucking wild. I guess, I mean, it is and it isn't, because they were literally in Narnia and the only team they had to worry about was Rezon. But if you were cap and you came from fucking, like, you landed like Coney and this was your rotate through and you're somehow still cap, then you're actually like fucking booga. World Cup booga. But now they're below. Surge is wild, man. It's wild how much they traded with Rezon. Lucky it's a team that knows how to face check too. Yeah, true. True. World Cup booga with shambles 3 out of 6 games. Yeah, but being like, Booga's just a goat. How can he be fucking shambles 3 out of 6 games and still pop off? I mean, the World Cup medal was horrible, but combat shotgun's super fun. And he was landing edge of edges of fucking of Edgington map. Like, he was a fucking lucky landing. All right, here's something wild. For some reason in my mind, like, the old map is flipped. Like, I think Lucky's like over here and Snobby's here, when it's really like it's all flipped like another 90 degrees. Like, I saw a picture of the old map and I was like, wait, Lucky isn't on the right side of the map. It was down here at the bottom, which is wild. You know what's also wild? Fucking Booga's been landing at the fucking far south side. That's where Chonkers is too. Heavy snipes? I hate snipers. Oh my god, I'm so happy they're gone. Literally. I was literally like a bullet magnet. Like, if someone shoots a heavy sniper, they could no scope it the other direction and that shit's looping around and hitting me in the fucking head non-stop. Oh my god. I'd actually get tight every time I got heavy sniped. I mean, this rotate's pretty simple. They just run in, fucking sprint slide, go over top of a NOS. Not much to talk about. Where'd all these teams come from that are now behind them? 27 above, need to find something, need to trade with someone or do something. They have good heals, they can trade pretty easily. Too bad they weren't up at least one more so they could look at this, but they can't see that at all. Other than like to shoot the tippity tops of their heads. Oh, annihilated. Wait, did they get half? They do. That's the second game in a row they pulled half. I mean, we know what they're going to do here. If you get half, you just pop open an edit and you hold the rest of the lobby. And like, even if you don't get eliminations, see, where can I? You just tag them up as much as possible so they're all shambles. I mean, if you like crack like 4 or 5 teams over here, they're, you know, another team's gonna hear that, they're gonna hop in and fight them, and it's just like the best way to fucking kill up the lobby quickly, which obviously you want to do. So I'd have a fucking big edit popped open, maybe go up one more up here and pop open an edit. How's their AR ammo though? Kind of shambles. Wow, look at me go, predicting left and right. Okay, finding good elevation and opening on the rest of the lobby when you pull zone. I actually had a wild one in the Commandment and Avery game, or like game 1, where they based up in like a horrible spot, and I said that if they did it again, a team was going to key them, and then Chucky and not key them. And I actually felt like I was fucking Einstein figuring out equals MC square. When are you gonna be a coach? I already have my coaching days. Honestly, I don't know. Depends. If the YouTube ever pops off, then I can just pull like a Destiny Jesus, make a little masterclass, fucking get rich from that. Maybe I'll make an Andrew Tate Discord server and fucking get loaded off of that. Just say it through a few controversial things, and then I'll be fucking a millionaire. Best Surge player has followed. Yo, thank you so much. Thank you much for the follow, Best Surge player. Speaking of Best Surge, I kind of want to VOD review fucking Vino after seeing that Kinch video as well. I might just go wild and VOD, because I'm definitely doing Booga and Marrow probably tomorrow. What day is tomorrow? I work on Friday, I think. Thursday. So yeah, I'll do Booga and Marrow tomorrow, same time, 11 a.m. Eastern, and then I'll do Vino and Queasy. Wow, that took a while to get that. Yeah, I missed that rotate, but not much is happening. They're just sprinting, getting in, running in. Good on Surge, so you can look back and grieve kids' fucking lives. Stay in front side. Oh my god, am I actually going to have to turn off this thing? I don't even know how to do this. How do I turn off my friends invites? Wow, I am a big streamer. I've never done that before in my life. Yo, what's your Twitter? It's just my IGN, so just Sweaty6. Sorry, Damp Throne 78752. I don't know if I'm feeling that. Can I decline this? Can I get this shit off my inventory? Or off my screen? Sorry, Damp Throne. Another time. I'm actually a big streamer now. Wild. I've never had to turn off my fucking friend request and party invites. That was just me? Your Damp Throne? Didn't know you had a console. I like how every endgame, Jannisz always has like double the mats. Vadeal drops some fucking everything. Like I mentioned last game, like fraggers should be able to work with like the bare minimum. Like you don't need to be equal materials. They should just have like way less. Nice little replay bug. We love that. I can't actually see much. But this rotate is so clean. Vadeal sticking to him. Good. Splitting armor walls, we love that. Good play there. I don't like ideally, I don't know. I don't like how far apart they were. Because I know that fucking someone could easily have hopped in their box and, you know, split them off and then jumped on them. But I don't know if Vadeal calls Jannisz back if he doesn't box him. Like, I don't know. It's kind of a tough one. Stay in front side. Jannisz is chugging forward. I feel like the potential refresh is worth. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it definitely is worth it to get the refresh. I'm just saying, does Vadeal communicate to Jannisz that he's looking, and then does that make Jannisz play back more? Like, I'm thinking about like what was the comms there? Did Vadeal say anything, or did he say, "Hey Jannisz, I'm gonna look for a refresh now," or I might have a refresh, and then does Jannisz react to that by not tarping forward, maybe builds like one more box in hards, and then pulls back a bit? Because, you know, what happens if Vadeal kills him and then or like knocks him, yells box, and then the teammate shows up before Jannisz does, and now we have like a fucking fiesta in the backside of zone. But I don't know what the comms are. Wow, too bad we had a replace bug. I couldn't even see what that was. But I mean, they have a nice angle here. Horrible peek. Holy shit. Come on, Vadeal. If I saw... They both died. I think they heard that. Good play to hear that. They only have one more chug left. They panicking for a refresh now? Yeah, for sure. I mean, they don't even really need like, Vadeal's got pretty good materials right now. They don't need to be bugging out right now for refresh. Fuck. Queasy cracks them. They're so shit. Yeah, they're basically dead to Queasy and Vino here. No mats. You want to fucking get low as quickly as possible. Of course, the Andy's full. Good flick from Vadeal. Build, 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 build. Kills Queasy, shit on, and then goes down. I'm trying to think, like, really what went wrong? I mean, not having to refresh until that late prior to the zone kills? Yeah. I mean, it took them a while to find a refresh, just like you said. It like way too long to get a fucking refresh. Maybe be a little bit more proactive. Always a good one. Downfall. Well, I'll just write that down. Don't mind if I do. I mean, you don't have to go back up. Like, if I record for the YouTubers. But Vadeal and Jannisz for the Deadsides. Man, this shit's mint. I mean, this zone's like... This zone's fucking weird for Deadside, because it's literally, like, dead in the middle. I don't even know. I don't even know if this zone would fucking have a Deadside, now that I'm looking at it. Like, maybe it's, like, split like this, probably. Something like that. And this was Deadside. But, I mean, getting these tilted hills are always a good spot. Like I mentioned in the... I'll read that in a second. Like I mentioned in one of the previous games... if you want to get these tilted hills, you want to get there before other teams are already established and before any other teams have already rotated in. So they get here, and there's still 3 teams that they can hold over here. And, I mean, they can even tag any of the teams to try to make this rotate. So you want to get here before other teams are based up, which they kind of did, because there's a team down here in gas they can tag at. Let's read this video. And Jannisz Deadside into fragging out end game is a special type of gameplay. Yeah, for sure. That's why I'm, like, really hyped to fucking watch all this. Because, like, my favorite type of gameplay is the fucking, like, honestly, the best meta for me is maybe, like, just bounce pads or some shit like that. I'm in Fortress, so yeah, I usually try and grab tilted hills over the next hills next to me. Yeah, I'd say for Fortress, like depending on the zone, obviously, but getting this tilted hill would be really nice. You'd probably never be able to get this fucking sniper cabin, but I really like these 3 hills right here for Fortress. Like I like them a lot, just because there are a fair amount of teams that are on this side. We have Lockjam Lotus, we have this fucking split, and then we have this split over here. So we have 3 teams on this side, and all of them in almost every zone are going to be rotating down. Yeah, if it pulls up there, no doubt. Even early, like it really depends on like when you loot bridge. Because if you loot bridge late, then you can get landed on from this team over here, or even push from Shifty. But if you did a split where like one person lands bridge and the other one lands here, I mean the issue with the metal on bridge is that it takes so long to farm. So I don't know if you I mean there's RVs here, so I don't know if you have really good metal, like quick metal you can hit throughout here. But if you can even send one like going up here, oh, I don't know. This is just such a weird spot. If you get zone, it makes sense. But now that I think about it, like if you went here and zone pulled to like Sanctuary Coney, now you either have to swing down and like this, because you have to cross fucking Loot Lake. Kind of a shambles spot. We're done in 3.5 minutes usually. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, you want to be fucking efficient. And even leaving like what a lot of pros do, you don't need to be leaving your spot cap like 555. You can leave at like 435 or like 225, just because first off you're not in the desert, so that means all the brick you see is going to be a gajillion times better, and you have a lot more trees in the desert down here, so you can just farm back up all your wood and all your brick. Like you can even cut that time down if you didn't want to get cap. Like, you can leave 225. And then that time is so nice. I like to leave at like 235. Yeah, well, there you go. Beauty. I'm always a little bit scared of when pros do shit like this. Sorry. When they split up like this far and one's not like looking over the other, it makes sense. I mean, he's going down to get health and fire back up his brick. But if Jannisz gets pulled up on, there's like, especially where he's in the trees, it's pretty scary. All right, now he's a fucking psycho. Okay. Yeah, a little scary, Maybe they just assume that no one's here. Whatever. More energy to them. Balls of steel, yeah. Like I'm terrified to fucking leave my teammate. Like I'm fine like basing up like pretty close to each other but far away, but I'm pretty scared of like running that far. You know what I don't see often? Fake bases anymore. Like if I was the tilted team and let's say I have unconned fucking, I don't know, south side, so I'm only landed here, like I would run up here early, make like a fucking, I don't know, like a 3-story and then like a big base in brick or metal or some shit, and then run to the other side over here and then just leave it there. Like fake bases are like, honestly, I think pretty fucking underrated. Like I do it a lot in like ladders and fucking tournaments and shit, where like I can literally claim like an entire hill because I just have like 5 different fake bases on the bottom of it and on the top of it and shit like that. Because not a lot, and then, you know, the counter to that is that you just shoot the bases. Like if you have AR ammo, like Vadeal has a fuck ton, and you are like, wait, is there an actual person in this? They're not even looking back yet. Then you just tag their walls. If no one holds it, then you know it's empty. But then, you know, some games you might try to shoot the wall and the dude's like isn't holding it, and then you pull up and he fucking is hiding in a cone. And you're dead. And he's top G in his name. I mean, they're just trading. The good thing about where they are now is that they're probably not going to get zone, and their luck it's gonna pull the fucking bugle or lazy. Wait, this is lazy. I didn't even know this has changed. Lazy Lagoon. It wasn't Lazy Lagoon when this happened though. It was bugle. Okay, and the replay system. Okay, but it's probably gonna pull all the way to fucking over here, and if they need surge, they can sit and wait a bit and hold all the teams that have to rotate before them, and then just rotate when they get to them. Wow, and zone is actually close. That's fire. Very fire. I mean, don't even really need to cover the rotate. The scariest part is this team right here, for sure. So they can stay on the hill. They probably have to build a bit through here just to block shots from their left and their right, or their front and their right. And then they can stay here, or they can swing down and use the tilted to kind of get in. I just don't like being down in tilted unless you're really, really comfortable in your surge. Like if you have like 600 or some shit like that, 700 surge, and you're like far above. Because once you're down in here and you don't base up on one of these buildings, I mean the biggest buildings are already taken, then you really don't have any surge. So I think they're really forced to stop right here and see where to go from there. But you know what might happen is, because these guys are split and you know they probably don't know that, but what might happen is that they build up here. This guy gets keyed by this team, so now it's a 1v2 here. His teammate busts asked over to help it. You see him run over and help it, then you can take this hill a little bit more freer. That might happen, but you'd have to be aware enough to look at it, because this does look like there's two fucking kids on it. But because they're so close, I mean they can just sit here and hold kids. I'd probably go up one more just because it's a little harder to see, but I guess maybe not if they're just trying to, because they're gonna leave this in a second. So let's write that down. Deadside again. Or not even deadside, really. When they have a close zone, they sit and wait for other teams. Rotate in, and then leave later. Like if they were to leave right now and to get in, they'd honestly might not get tagged up at all, but they wouldn't get this surge. Especially because, like, let's think about this. Let's say they're running in here and whoever the fuck this is and SETI look at them. Now they have to build and then they get in here. They can't really even look back and look because they've already built anyone behind them in. They might be able to get like 1 or 2 tags, but definitely not as many as they would have gotten if they just stayed here. So it's like they're going to build them in if they leave early, so you stay late. You wait for them, you know, these guys are probably going to swing left or maybe go up like this, but you just tag them as much as possible, get them shambles as much as you can. I mean, these guys have a fucking split and a half. Freeze on and no really, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. And then you go in and then you build, because it's like, you know, you already got your surge. Or they end up getting elimination here, so these guys might swing up even further on them. So yeah, they do opt to go down. Here's another example of them, you know, opt into fucking, look, he's going into, he's already cap, both cap. Their materials are nuts. Seems like, at least in this game, they're up to sacrifice their position in just a little bit to refarm, which I think is really important because this meta is fucking dog shit for movement. If you don't have grapple gloves, you need to have good materials because there's nothing else. Like there's no other rotates. So you need to make sure your materials are always fucking really good if you don't have the grapple gloves. So this makes sense. I mean, sacrifice and positioning for materials. Only when they are good on surge. Or not good, but like, they got a fair amount of surge from that team. And they can fucking climb up clock here, because no one's here. Sit edge. They got minis, and then they know that. Okay, yeah, 250 above. Wow, what a lucky kill. On fucking Kami. Fucking one-tapped him. What am I here? Oh, it's the clock. Okay. Now they can hold all these kids and they're... Oh, no, I guess... Forget everything I said about elevated positions. I forgot clock tower is fucking big. Can't see that. Yeah, I would just stay looking back at these kids. This clock is annoying, holy. Zone pull is close, so they can do the same thing they did last zone. Or, this is a good play. Wow, this is good. This is nice. This is very proactive in recognizing, okay, this team is fighting over here. They're going to have to enter. Like when they run it in, they're going to want to run in there, especially with all the fucking brick cones there. So they're gonna sit somewhere around here, probably wait for them to run in and fucking get free eliminations. So this is good. Recognizing a team in Storm only has one way out, and using that to their advantage to hide for free refresh. Because I feel like a lot of us, and even what I was thinking, is that, okay, we'll sit there and we'll get some more surge damage on them. But actually going down like this is a little scary over here, but it's pretty smart. I mean, these guys still haven't came out yet. Rezon and Vadeal, or Rezon and No Aurelia are just fucking... Someone's getting tagged to the left too. Three edits? Nope. Oh! Wow, no really... Almost fucked them up. But now they're... I mean, they didn't even need the materials because they were already chilling, but... They at least get like a better loot. Grapple gloves. Do they both have gloves now? Yeah, now they both have gloves. So let's make a note of that. Note. Grapple gloves at third zone. Not much. I mean, they're above on Surge. They 500 above. You don't need to look at all. You can play like an absolute fucking pussy. That's fine. You're playing smart. They get in a little bit more. Great. On a building so they can refarm down here. Surge is now gone. They might even be good for fucking next Surge, depending on how many teams go down. Always refarming. Always use Vadeal and Jannisz. Always try to refarm. Stay at 555. Next zone. Start moving in now. 500 above. 4 people need to go down. I think they're pretty... Yeah, they don't need to look. Like, the only thing you want to look for now is anything that's free. So, like, something like really free fucking tags. Like, if Fremont had his head sticking out the window and was like, please fucking shoot me. Like, that's free as fuck. But other than that, you just want to literally AFK in the box. Zone pulls far. I mean, let's look at the rotate without grapple gloves. Now, if you don't know how to use grapple gloves, basically they're going to probably end up swinging, just white lining it, and just get in somewhere around here. Maybe they based up like right here, right above Thomas HD and Trippern. Maybe they go in one more box, so now they're in, and they just sit there and hold everyone else. They can go early if they want to, or they can just go late. I think going early probably isn't the best, because if Jannisz goes now and Vadeal gets tagged up, then they're going to be pretty shambles. So I think you just wait to go late. That's the one thing I like about these Spider-Man gloves, is that the cooldown is really nice. I mean, wait, I can't even remember if the Spider-Man gloves had fucking cooldown or not. But this rotate is pretty easy, even on foot, just because you have all of this to break. So you could run to like here, you base up. Now you just have to sprint, slide, get to this, you base up and fucking brick. You hug this, you're probably gonna have to build a little bit to your right and left. Once you get here, you ramp, you go up, and then you're in, basically. So it's a pretty easy rotate, no matter gloves or not. The gloves just make it so you don't have to burn any materials when you do that. Which is pretty much exactly what they're going to do. Jackson just beat them to the timing, which is fine. Probably gonna have, they're just gonna go up now. Or yeah, just grapple. Now they're pretty much in. But 4 boxes off. I have the materials to spend, I just don't even know if I would spend them. Pretty chilling on Surge. I wouldn't really start forcing anything until you're like 200 above. And then you can start looking, but 447 above is really good. There you go. I guess they're on edge. Trying to see where next zone pulls. Nice little fucking pulls very far straight across. So let's do the same thing. Let's break it down how they would make the rotate with gloves. So again, I mean, with gloves is pretty easy. I don't feel like I have to keep saying it. You just fucking grapple, base up, wait, grapple, base up, wait, rinse and repeat till you're in. But to make this rotate without gloves is where it starts getting a little fucking wild. So in terms of elevation, we have to cross water. You never want to be on the water, so you're gonna want to be at least one above that. So even like Nebs and Marine, pretty shambles. If you're low on materials, water zone isn't that bad, just because you wait until everyone else like builds on the water, and then you just fucking Michael Phelps it and try to get the front side, and hopefully no one looks at you. But either way, you're probably just going to hug the rest of the builds so it's right, and then gonna like enter like this, and then you just have to tarp it for a bit, wait, and then you can either like wait here for people to catch up to you and then sprint in late, or just keep tarping yourself in. But this actual rotate here is a lot just with being patient and waiting, because the right side I would not, I mean, Protosite next squeeze, I wouldn't run towards this, and you can kind of see through the cracks, so if they can see them in there, I'd be like, okay, don't go there. Mike Skin and Mixon and Artor are already kind of building in, so maybe you wait a bit for everyone to start rotating, and then you go. And once you start hearing grapple gloves, you go, or you just grapple early, base up, and wait like this. They get grapples only because the only other game they've had grapple gloves was game number 2, but they had it at first moving. This game they just killed Noah Rayleigh and Rezon at third zone, so they had it. But the rest of the games they haven't had it. So they've only gotten it so far 2 out of 5 games they played. That's just because they kill kids. They're being a little aggressive when they land, all good. I mean, this is a good time to start looking for something, but not like really forcing it. Like, you don't need to force yourself to look for a refresh, but it'd be nice to find one now when you already have materials rather than when you're like 10 builds. I feel like the grapple gloves make people play just so passive because they just want to rely on them, not use, and then, like, not actually look for a refresh. I mean, it makes sense, but nice. I like how Vadeal, or wait, yeah, the Vadeal always looks. They're looking back way earlier than Commandment and Avery did. Commandment and Avery took so long to look back. Look back. Look at backsides of zone immediately after it landed. But Vadeal is, they're both out of gloves now. Nice, sticking together. One pulls even farther, it goes up. They better start going up. Sweet, they rotate the left side, which is the dead side of zone right now. Oh, they could have sprayed out height there. Wow, okay. Deal drops all of his materials, even if it isn't even a build. Which I don't see that often. He dropped like 4 brick and like 3 metal. Good little fry on the mustache. Too bad they can't go get that. Fighting in the backside of zone. Drop down Malabuka. They trade. Good for Jannisz, because Jannisz should be able to get these materials. Oh, I think he was just fucking around too long to actually get it, and that's it. So, downfall, again, I would say not looking for a refresh. Not finding a refresh early enough. Playing too passive. Guess they have grapple gloves. Game 6. Halfway there, and this time it's actually been fucking... Honestly, I say it's been going faster, but we're still like 2 hours. So we got another 2 hours. Another 2 hours, and then I'll start the upload for it. Well, I'll have to start the render for it first, and then I'll start the upload onto YouTube, and it takes a long fucking time to process, so if you don't want it to be in shit fucking 360p, it'll take a minute. Alright, 4 eliminations, 8th place. Oh, I'll be... Alright, my bad, YouTube. Basically, I'll give you a rundown of everything that you missed so far. Vadeal and Jannisz heard a reboot in at the reboot van that was closer to like Rocky, and they waited for Chico to reboot Trulex because that's a free elimination. They don't take grapple gloves when there's only one of them, and they also opt out of hitting the rifts at Synapse just because everyone's a fucking laser in this lobby. Then 4th zone pulls really close. Vadeal bases up, and then Jannisz sits in a bush right outside of it. And Jannisz has the awareness to look through the cracks of the walls to actually look for players. And that's all you missed so far. They pull moving. All you want to do when you pull moving is make sure obviously you stay ahead. You want to claim the shit ahead of you. If you have old builds, then you're good. They can't go get this, maybe. I think they just want to make sure they get the elimination. Yeah. Wide edit, look back, nice. And they're just gonna sprint and slide to get in. On right side, they stay, honestly, they stay on Deadside of zone so well at all stages. Let me know if my music is too loud, by the way. Slide down, they claim ulti low. Staying ahead, blocking off the back. Good shit. Looking for any of the shambles kids. Downside of being dead side of fucking moving zones. Not gonna be a lot of kids behind you. A fair amount, but not a lot. Zone pulls kind of back. Oh shit. Noah hops in, briefs fucking Jannisz's life. This is a wild rotate. What made them decide to go up like that? Does it go up over here? I mean, not really. It goes up and over old builds. Maybe they know it pulls back over old builds, so they're getting up now so they don't have to do it later. That would make sense. That would make sense. If that's the case, they're fucking... Jannisz is just processing information at like a fucking ridiculous like fucking speed and like what he's doing. So I think Jannisz recognizes that zone pulls over old builds, which means that if they want to avoid getting trapped, they must go up. So he tarps them up early. Unreal. Unreal if that's the play. Now they have their own layer and they don't need to be worried about running into fucking old edits of other people or getting trapped down there or whatever. Okay, Vadeal is fucking running. Jannisz is assisting. Good shit. I mean, this is always good. If your teammate gets stuck behind for whatever reason, then you always want to make sure you fucking run back to help them out. It's not like, all right, you play for yourself, good fucking luck. Like, if you can get back to help them out, then you want to. Jannisz assists Vadeal when he is stuck / fighting in the back of zone. It's better to be on the backside of zone together than split up solo, basically. So they're playing, I mean, they're playing Deadside of zones so well, it's ridiculous. Unfortunate that that was not theirs. I saw what they were thinking about doing. It's just very unfortunate that that team had an edit on them. So definitely as a solo, you want to go down. For sure, you do not want to be up here where you are, because it is pretty scary up here. Very low on builds. Sending in old tarps like this is fine when you're a solo, because you're really hoping that no one owns these edits. At the duo, you want to fucking let them pass. Here, yeah, you want to run. Tank and Storm, all good. Definitely want to get down fast as possible. You're dead. And that's it. So honestly, I would say that there wasn't really anything that went like that greatly wrong that game. I think they played it honestly really well. The rotates were really clean. It was just really unfortunate that when they pulled up on that team to sneak up on whoever that was, someone had an edit on them. So I'm not even gonna really include a downfall because it was just like an unfortunate situation. Game 7. Now we start getting into day 2. They start day 2 off with a fucking bang, winning it. And then 45th, 10th, 14th, 9th. So definitely worse placements than day 1. But I mean, the idea with day 1 is that you try to get as big of a lead as possible before you go into day 2. I mean, the north zones are honestly really easy to rotate. I mean, these guys have splits, so they're gonna finish looting way after you, and there's literally no one over here. Most of these splits loot their far sides first and then work in and then exit. I guess some of them do kind of go from here inwards, but their main way to get surge is just trade in with the team over here. So it's like pretty free. You just be careful of reality falls, which is fine because you can trade with them or just dip down. There's tons of bouncy mushrooms around here to heal back up. So this Deadside rotate is definitely very nice. Very nice. Very nice Deadside rotate. Yes, this wasn't even hit yet, so absolutely chilling on AR ammo, getting some tags on people. Have the geysers there if they want to hit them. They don't. I mean, you don't hit geysers because you don't want to get fucking fried. And you can't tag people when you're flying. Again, they're fine with burning brick and wood because they can just refarm it where they are. Completely fine with burning a lot of brick / wood because there are a ton of refarmable materials around. Their whole game plan is actually insane. Like, actually really, really well thought out. Because they don't have grapplers, they need materials. So they're really prioritizing saving their materials and saving their heals. So what they do is that they get surge only when they know there's loot around. So there was, okay, and we have the bouncy mushrooms to use, and they don't like they're not popping their splashes now to get full back up, because they're hoping they run across a slurpfish, some more minis, a bigs, mushrooms on the ground, bouncy mushrooms, whatever. They're not using their heals unless they desperately have to, and they're just saving everything for the end game. And that's why when they get to end game, they have way more materials, they have way more heals, and they're able to pop off and play really well and rotate to the dead side. It's honestly, Vadeal and Jannisz deserve to win this. They played phenomenal. Like, honestly, their rotates are unreal. Look, they hit these bouncy mushrooms, they're good to go. And they're gonna sit around here probably for a few seconds to see if they can find anybody around here to tag. If not, all good, let's keep going. Maybe there's some rifts over here we can hit. If not, I mean, that's fine as well. They're just literally hard rotating dead side. They hit the rifts finally. Rave Cave looks like it's fucking Tifu and Boogar up there PGing. Flying dead side again, and then base up on the wind tunnels. Zone pulls even more left. Pop a mini. They're chilling. Vadeal's pretty far away, which is a little scary. Again, they see a big down here, then they go for it. So they save, like, they unreal. Get the grids. I think when we VOD review Booga and Marrow tomorrow, we'll see a lot of the same things that Jannisz and Vadeal are doing. And I think it's unfortunate that Booga and Marrow lost by only 1 point. I think they definitely should have won that FNCS. But Commandment just did some phenomenal fucking solo plays. Now they're in a god spot up here in the mountain. Pop a keg rather than splashes. Smart. Frying kids. Good to rotate because of it. Really good on Surge now, so they can really focus on farming back up everything. Zone pulls to left. This is a deadest of dead rotates here, left. This is literally like, if I'm here, the only team, I'm expecting the team to be somewhere on one of these mountains. Face up, and they get into a fucking god position because of it. Deal drops some mats, come back, refarm. Yep, that's typical, we know this. They go up, and now they can hold kids because they're in such a good spot. You're finishing Jannisz and Vadeal today? Yeah, I'm gonna slam out the rest of the games right now, and then do Booga and Marrow tomorrow. And then if I can't remember if I work on Friday or not, but if I don't, then I'll do them as well. But I have to write some articles for some people. I have to write articles for a few websites and for Dignitas. So I think Jannisz and Vadeal the best duo. I don't know if they're the best duo. I think I think they I don't know. EU's really hard because there's a lot of other phenomenal duos. I just think their game plan right now, honestly, I'd say out of this lobby, they deserve to win FNCS the most, and they played the best. So yeah, honestly, I'd say out of EU, they are the best. But then, in contrast to Commandment and Avery, I don't think they are the best in the lobby. I think Booga and Marrow were the best, and it was just a phenomenal clutch from Commandment, like multiple clutches. He clutched like 4 times to actually win. But yeah, this rotate, didn't need to talk about it. They're on dead side. You just sprint in, get tagged a bit, you're fine. Still on dead side of zone. Most kids are gonna be over here. Not much to talk about. So far above because their rotates are fucking phenomenal. $250. What, 10 people need to die, I think. And they basically get half, which is, oh, this is such a nice half. Being dead side and getting fucking half and half out, because the entire lobby has to rotate to you. And it's close, so they don't even have to rotate now. Get a free knock on Chico. Chico and Trulux have just been getting bullied by them. Now they rotate in. I'd probably want to get up, just to be able to look back at everybody. But they're opting to refarm. Guess they don't need the surge. Makes sense. And then they look. Okay. So they prioritize refarming materials rather than looking back, because they are good on search. By the way, all these notes will be in the YouTube video, and they'll be in, I make a Reddit post on Fortnite competitive subreddit as well. That includes the notes. Oh, this is not my team. So they end up winning this. They're looking for height right now. That's why they're not moving. If I was this team on height, you definitely want to be looking at them. Why is this box not moving? What are they doing? Solo tarping like this. Looking down. Good play to look down like this. Do you upload commandment vid? Yeah, I did. It's uploaded, and it's actually in good fucking quality now, because it takes like 9 years to process. Open edits, look back, spraying kids, simple. We know this. Zone pulls far. They just run Deadside again. Notes in description. No, I forgot about that. Good comms. I'll go do that. I'll do it after this game. I'll add the notes in the description after this game. Just Deadside non-stop. They always play Deadside, and that's fucking, the rotates are fucking unreal. Deadside, front side. Still have a lot of builds left. That's good. Should start looking for something now with the builds they have. They end up winning this game, and they're not on height so far. So eventually they have to... I'm pretty sure they win this game. Yeah, this is game 7. Yeah, they win. Front side again. Old builds. Heights on fucking wood. Good use of fucking their armored walls. Zone pulls back. That's very nice. These guys are shambles. I don't know if that was the play for Vadeal to hop down right away. I guess they really do need the refresh, but he gets fried for it. The 2v2, so they end up winning this somehow. Vadeal needs to heal back up. Guys only have Augs on height. How they're playing right now kind of feels like they have materials, because they aren't hopping down like we saw Vadeal did when they were on height. So they have not a lot of materials, honestly. I feel like if these guys wanted to win this game, they had to play aggressive, be the team to hop down, especially without fucking without a lot of materials and without like SMGs. See, 25 fall damage for that. Not worth, because you need all the whites you can get your hands on. Even though he does hit him for harder. He gets dropped down. And this guy drops down way too late. Yeah. They just didn't deserve to win that one. They just played so bad. Whoever was on height. Literally taking ones. No downfall, because they played that really nice. Game 8. Go to YouTube. UI next. Alrighty, edit video. Notepad. Copy. Throw it below my socials. Now I have to get rid of yeah, still. Issues. I'll do the I'll figure it out after I'm done streaming. Because I don't want to fucking drag this out. Alrighty. I'll tune in now. Why do they rotate Deadside? Well, rotating Deadside is good because first off, there's way less people. In this meta, you know, if you don't have grapple gloves, you can burn like a lot of your materials from fucking not like from rotating hot side, because then you have to block people off, and there's a higher chance of being fought, of being tagged, of being in like a poor position. Because if you're over here and next zone pulls to sanctuary, then all these teams have to make this rotate, which is a lot scarier than if you're on the dead side of zone. Basically, the dead side's good because there's not a lot of people there, and rotating to dead side is always a good play, because once you're there, the next few rotates throughout the next following zones are way easier because there's just not a lot of people there. This play, they're gonna end up entering somewhere over here, which is good. Getting tagged up a fair amount for it. This is because there was really no way for them to get the dead side in this zone. Right now they're running into hot side. This is like how scuffed it is right now in this game, because of the fact that there were people early in Greasy. So there are a lot more shambles in their materials, down a lot more heals than they usually are. 64 above. If they can't find their surge on like people looking around, they're gonna have to fight whoever's below them, which I think is Mr. Savage. 91. I guess only 3 people need to go down. You have to run left instead of right. Fine, then swing back right. Joe gets cracked. Now they have to base up and look. You get the elims there, not the kills. Still pretty below. I mean, 4 people need to go down, 90 above. Not looking good. They hear fighting and they hop in or try to fight. They don't get it. They get a body down here. That's good though. Good awareness. Good awareness. They hear fighting and nearby and make the decision to hop in. Easy rotate. Again, you just break a line of sight through all the Coney buildings and try to be elevated as much as possible. Get cracked, so they're gonna have to probably base up and heal. Jannisz should be watching them, helping them out. 35 above. They're gonna look back a bit while they're rotating. I think running left here was definitely a mistake, because they opened themselves up to like the whole lobby. Like, I think staying right and sliding down and probably being somewhere around this bridge was the play. Oh, this is not the right team. Now they're really low, so they have to force a fight. All of this was caused from that one team in Greasy that came in and like kind of like traded with them here. Is that just fucking, this zone's horrible for them. Sure, it was close, but like there's no way in hell they can get the dead side unless they leave like super early. Zone fulls far across. I mean, they're just going to have to rotate with everyone else because they can't get tagged up. Below, they're gonna have to look for a fight. Tag up Mustache. They're just gonna try to hop in on him. Okay, we can't. Don't worry. So Jay and Vadeal and Jannisz don't get hyper focused on one team. They focus on their rotation. That's good, because they could have kept pushing Mustache and Malabuka there for the kill, maybe end up getting it, but just grief their fucking loot. They're so shambles. But so it might have been fucking worth it. I mean, I guess they have 50 builds. They're looking for a fight now. Pulls far. I mean, they need something here. They're fucked. That goes up, down, up. Over Bugle, which is now Lazy Lagoon. Vadeal gets cracked. 62 below. You get a kill on Joe, who's shambles. Now they're kind of playing themselves. Get this refresh. "39 builds, zone pulls back down. You can sit and wait and then slide down or run down later. He just has to get down and not be looked at. And pray to God zone doesn't go back up. Here's fighting. Good armored wall. Notice that was a duo and was like, yeah, I don't want to fight that. Gets seen by them, and that's really it. That guy kind of fucked them. So yeah, not really much on game 9. I mean, it was just unfortunate that that one team held them so hard. Fortunate, or downfall. Trade-in surge, late and greasy. Game 10. Zero kills, 14th. Probably another bad zone for them. Okay, we can skip far ahead and find our boys. Oh. They end up getting a knock here. That's probably on the fun guy farm team, just looking back at them. Not really much to talk about. This is another bad zone. Honestly, not that bad because the Deadside rotate is pretty easy. You just swing left. I mean, we already talked about that there's not going to be a lot of teams here. You just go and enter like that, probably. Yep, so that's what they're going to do. Get their tags when they're running in. Let's get like a far ahead. So yep, they get, this is pretty much a recap of the last zone they had. I think they're just going to keep eye drops. That's what's happening. Eye drops, and I don't know who eye drops plays with. Jerky and eye drops. Nope. They end up leaving, which is good. 300 above. Oh, kind of leaving, kind of not. Oh, eye drops is shambles. Slide down the mountain. Build when they have to. Refarm when they can. Rotating Deadside. I wonder what ends up going wrong here. Eggs on Bonyak and his teammate. Kenny, that was. So, Vadeal farms up while Jannisz bases up. Just to get as much materials as possible. I mean, they already have a base in there. They don't need to worry too much about it. Zone pulls again, 56 above. They want to get above this hill early. Able to find their surge. Because they're elevated now. 260 above. Oh, they're chilling. $61 below now. How the fuck did that happen? And then let me guess, they just have to fight someone. 75 below. $112 below. They need to find something ASAP. Or they're 133. They're getting ticked, I think. Oh, now they're above. They're fucking really fluctuating right now between above and below. About 11 more kids need to die. Definitely need to force 7 zone pulls back. They're just gonna try to fight. They have good fighting loot. 300 above, below. They need something. They won't be able to survive this. This is where you would need to play hot side of this zone because you need to find a refresh somewhere. Because you're so below. Yeah, I mean, they need to kill like a full team here. They're fucked. Or everyone needs to die. Maybe they're trying to out heal it, which might work. 400 below. 2 teams, and yeah, that's it. Jannisz is still up. Still below. He's the last one left. Now he's good, but they're shambles. And this is where the downside of the Deadside rotate comes into play. Because there's so little teams there, I mean, by the time we get back from this, it's gonna be gone. Because there's so many teams there, I mean, or so little teams on Deadside, you need to get your surge. So downfall. Poor surge. Poor surge positioning. Alrighty, game 11. We're almost done. Third, ninth. Honestly, like these last few games, it feels like there isn't really that much to talk about. And then they hit this in Storm. They probably had to sit in Storm for a bit to get some surge on the teams around them. A little bit of Psycho to fucking not heal, but I guess they're not even in yet. Not bad position. Zone pulls straight across. Their options are to swing left or swing right. These guys are fighting, looks like here, or being focused. So if you see those, you could probably actually hug this right here. Once you get into Logjam Lotus, you're basically in. Especially once you hear that these guys are fighting, and then you're in. So if you wanted to go the right side, you'd have to build probably a bit, get to here, refarm for a bit, and then swing right. So I think left is definitely the play, like 100%. Or you just wait till you get into the water here and swim in, which is fucking terrifying. So they end up going left, exactly. Getting tags on people where they're rotating. Tons of wood here and mats to refarm. And now because they're in here, they're basically like already in zone, almost. Easy. Jannisz base up, not in Storm, on edge to hold people. Smart. So again, this is what, game 11, right? Game 11. One player, or Jannisz, bases up in, or not in zone when it is closing to get a better vantage point on teams rotating in, while Vadeal is already based up in zone. He's able to get all these tags because he knows he has the free option of just running into Storm or running into Vadeal's box. The free kill on Hen. This rotates pretty simple. Probably you can run left and hug all the way around this mountain and try to enter from over here, which would be a little scary, or at least hug the mountain and go like this. Or they can run on top of the mountain, which again is gonna be pretty scary from this team. Or they hug here, and that's probably either on top or around because this team, or wait for this team to go and then rotate. They're gonna go left all the way around. Makes sense. I mean, there's tons of stuff here to break line of sight. You don't even need to worry about it that much. Unfortunate Jerky is really looking at them. But they get in. They're good. 100 above. They need to find their surge ASAP. This play may have been too Deadside. Zone pulls left. If they leave now, they're going to get shot at, so they're probably going to have to wait. Especially that they need surge, but they might haul ass right now. We'll see. They wait to rotate into half until the grapple gangs start flying in. They do end up going down here, so they must get fucking lobbied or something. They get fried like that, and Tayson probably keys them. Nope. Oh, and they get pre on, and that's it. Now Vadeal does clutch up a lot of points. Kills him, gets whites. That's another flop. Kills probably doesn't kill Karma as well. Zone pulls back, which he's fucking lucky for, and he gets up. So smart. Vadeal has the materials as a solo to get to base up a lot, and decides to get elevation. Stays front side. If he had the grapple gloves here, he could have done some fucking commandment level clutches, but he has to run and stay front side and make himself look big and scary as well. Really needs whites. He's gonna get cracked, and then a team's gonna fucking hop in on him. Oh, he has gloves now. Mint. So he's just gonna do the typical grapple glove then. And if I had to guess how this plays out, is that he just grapple gloves in over and over again, and then ends up getting cracked midair, then keyed. On wood and low ground, very scary. Grapples in, doesn't get into this guy's box. He's trying to. Teammate comes to save him. 2 builds, he's pretty much dead. And that's it. Alright, let's fly into the last game and wrap this shit up, because I got a bunch of shit to do. CS Finals, Session Board, Cumulative, Match History. Game number 12, 5th place with 2 eliminations.